Hi, welcome. This is Bob Stahl. I want to welcome you to this week's video blog. And I'd like to start off with a poem by Mary Oliver called The Journey. One day you finally knew what you had to do and began. And though the voices around you kept shouting your bad advice, and though the whole house began to tremble and you felt that old tug at your ankles, as each voice cried out to you, "Mend my life, mend my life, mend my life," each voice cried, but this time you didn't stop, and you knew what you had to do. And though the wind pried with its stiff fingers and the melancholy was terrible, it was already late enough, and it was a wild night. And the road was full of fallen branches and stones, but little by little as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds, and there was a new voice which you slowly recognized as your own, and it kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. Just love this poem, and it speaks to, I believe, all of us that are on the journey to greater awakening and healing. We in the mindful community I trust all of us are on this journey. And part of being on this journey is our willingness to see things differently, to be open to different possibilities. I think many of us can agree with Hafiz's humorous poem where he says about finding a better job. He says that now all that you worry has proved to be such an unlucrative business, why not find a better job? Yes, why not we find a better job? Part of finding a better job is our willingness to be open to all possibilities. Sometimes the confines of our own mind, our own thoughts, can restrict our freedom. There's a story about cows and how they're kept in pastures. They're very strong animals that can easily knock down the fences, but ranchers know how to put electric fences, of course, around the pasture, and the cows get shocked and they learn not to go near the fence anymore. And at that point the ranchers shut off the power to save money. The only thing that's actually really keeping them in the corral is their own mind. Many of us experience the same thing by our own limited views of seeing things. My wife and I have a wonderful tradition where every October on our anniversary we switch sides of the bed for 1 year. We've been doing this now for 18 years, and it's a very wonderful thing. I know it might be very shocking to some of you, the idea of switching sides of the bed for a full year. But for us, it's a recommitment, and our commitment as well to seeing things new. So perhaps tonight, when you go to bed, maybe you'll sleep on the other side or sleep diagonal or upside down. There's so many ways in our day-to-day life that we can begin to do things differently, perhaps eating in the opposite hand or brushing the teeth, combing the hair. I'd like to maybe read another reading from Margaret Wheatley called, it's from her writing a book called Consumed by Fire. She says, "I know that we notice what we notice because of who we are. We create ourselves by what we choose to notice. And once this work of self-authorship has begun, we inhabit the world we've created. We self-seal. We don't notice anything except those things that confirm what we already think about who we already are. When we succeed in moving outside of our normal processes of self-reference and can look upon ourselves with self-awareness, then we have a chance at changing. We can break the seal. We can notice something new." So I'd like to just leave this as a gentle and compassionate haunting for you to be open to all possibilities, to potentially begin to see that there might be another way of viewing the challenges, the stress, the anxiety that we're holding. May we also remember the importance and the practices of self-compassion. So let's just end with a short meditation. And I also want to remind you that if you do have some questions about the practice, please let us know in the forum or the community page, and we will try to address these questions. So, here we are, this moment, the present moment. And let's begin to close our eyes if we like, or keep them partially open, feeling the posture that we're in. Just taking some moments right now as we stop and take a breath. And breathe in and breathe out and becoming present. And the only moment that we can actually make any changes is the present moment. It is here that we can begin to be open to various possibilities. Just breathing in, breathing out, being present. And as we come to an end to this very short reminder, this practice of being present, this meditation, again, let's be open, seeing things from another angle. Be open to all possibilities. May we be at peace, and may all beings everywhere be at peace. Thank you.